Alright, let's dive into something that's got the royal watchers buzzing. Prince George is heading to Eton College, and the school is already making some pretty big moves to prepare for his arrival. But here's the thing, this isn't just about a new student showing up. It's about the intersection of tradition, privacy, and the modern challenges of raising a royal in the public eye. Personally, I think what makes this really interesting is how Eton is handling it. New no photography signs, private rooms, and a whole lot of behind-the-scenes maneuvering. It's not just about George, it's about the larger conversation around royal upbringing and the lengths institutions go to protect their high-profile students. First off, let's talk about those no photography signs. On the surface, it seems like a straightforward move to protect George's privacy. But if you take a step back and think about it, it's also a statement about the school's priorities. Eton isn't just any school, it's a place with a history of educating future leaders, and they're sending a clear message: we value discretion. What many people don't realize is that this isn't just about George, it's about setting a precedent for how they handle all their students, especially those in the spotlight. In my opinion, this is Eton flexing its institutional muscle, saying, we've got this under control. Now, let's talk about the private rooms. Every student at Eton gets their own study bedroom, no shared dorms. On one hand, it's a luxury, but on the other, it's a practical move for privacy and self-discipline. What this really suggests is that Eton understands the importance of giving these kids space to grow, even within the confines of a boarding school. Personally, I find this fascinating because it's a stark contrast to the communal living setups of many other schools. It raises a deeper question: does this kind of individualism prepare students for leadership, or does it isolate them? I'm not sure there's a clear answer, but it's definitely worth thinking about. Another detail I find fascinating is the comparison to Prince William's time at Eton. Back then, there was a deal with the press, arranged shoots in exchange for privacy. Could we see something similar for George? It's possible, but the media landscape has changed so much since then. In the age of social media and 24/7 news cycles, I wonder if such a deal would even hold up. From my perspective, the royal family is facing a whole new set of challenges when it comes to managing public image and privacy. What makes this really interesting is how George is already familiar with boarding life from his time at Lambrook School. But Eton is a whole different ballgame. He'll only be home on weekends and holidays, which is a big shift for any teenager. One thing that immediately stands out is how close Eton is to the family's home, just a 16-minute drive. It's almost like a safety net, a reminder that even as he steps into this new world, his family isn't far away. In my opinion, this balance between independence and proximity is a smart move by the Prince and Princess of Wales. If you take a step back and think about it, this whole situation is a microcosm of the royal family's broader strategy, trying to give their kids a normal upbringing while preparing them for their future roles. It's a tightrope walk, and every decision, from the school they attend to the signs outside, is part of that balancing act. What this really suggests is that even in 2023, the monarchy is still navigating how to stay relevant and relatable in a rapidly changing world. So, here's my closing thought. As we watch Prince George start this new chapter, it's not just about him. It's about the larger narrative of tradition versus modernity, privacy versus public interest, and the challenges of raising the next generation of royals. Personally, I think this is a story that goes far beyond the gates of Eton College. It's a story about legacy, identity, and the future of an institution that's been around for centuries. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.